Welcome. Here we go. We are doing a reading for solstice energy. Thank you to one of my lovely viewers for the suggestion. Um, just there's so much adjustment right now, and even the way the sun is coming in today, it's almost seems like it's on a different angle, and so I'm making adjustments with my camera, still getting some shadows. We've had some interesting energy right before around the 19th and also coming up at the end of the month. So solstice is really a good window for us to see maybe what's coming, maybe some confirmation and encouragement for all the work you've been doing. So we'll get our three piles. The wind, the rainbow. Would not be surprised to see the sun here. Luminous wire. Okay. And we have the tree of life on the bottom just to keep us rolling here. So let's choose our pile 1, 2, or 3 and have a look into your energy and what's happening. See you there. Reading number 1. Welcome. You were drawn to the wind card. This is actually the last card in the deck, and it talks about communication, anything to do with air. So your thoughts, what's going on, what you're creating. But being that it's the last card in the deck, it really speaks to me about completion and that you are going through some sort of completion today. You might even be taking advantage of summer solstice and doing a little ceremony for completion on something, or really acknowledging things that you have completed. I have taken out my little sun cards. I don't use them often because I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to astrology, but I like to take what I can from them and share. Ooh, achievement, acquisition. Wow, these are very prosperous cards. And we'll get one of these, and then we'll start doing some tarot. So what does solstice have in store for you? I do feel like this is a ceremony. The wind is also about 4 directions. The wind can blow softly. It looks like, oh my goodness, you've got a lot of feminine energy, and you have 2 cards here. If you are in this reading and you are looking for a relationship, it's your spirit is definitely opening to that and saying whatever you've completed is opening this door. It's opening this door for new relationships, and this very much appears to me to be a romantic relation, like a partnership in that way. Wow. You I feel like you set this aside for a long time. I feel like you set the idea of a relationship in this way, or relationships in many ways, aside for a long time. You've been working hard on your adjustments. Even today, like I said in the intro, it's like the sun feels like it's coming at a different angle. We're making adjustments and noticing the change. So I feel like it's time for you to start noticing these changes and maybe realizing that you're ready for this relationship that you've put off for a long, long time. And exchanging gifts, yeah, that's reciprocity, energy exchange, equal exchange. You may be in a relationship now that is maybe it's time to work on that. Maybe you have been working on it and you're seeing the changes. This is about more balance in that area of the heart. That's amazing. I feel like we have 3 solid cards there. Let's see what else we have here. We have achievement and generosity. This achievement is you building. This is you outwardly building your world And you're going to know, believe it or not, it felt like that circle there just clicked. It felt like somebody turned it, and you are ready to start moving into some of the achievements you've been looking to master or bring forward. I would love to do a video on manifestation and something I've just been realizing around that as far as where your foundation's at, but that's for another day. So, generosity. Um, I'm not quite sure what this is about, but it feels to me like you've pulled in your own healing, your own understanding. You've been building your foundation and you're ready to look how it's sharing with the world. You're building a bigger foundation. Maybe you're looking to expand your business. Maybe you have a YouTube channel and it's time to take it out bigger. So let's dig into some tarot and let's see what we can find. But this is fabulous. Very much centered around your personal life and your personal accomplishments. Business and personal really often aren't that separate. Okay, right away we've had some fears falling under. We've got the devil, some hold back. Maybe you've been putting yourself in a bit of a prison for kind of judging yourself on what type of relationship you can have, what you've had in the past and do not want again. I feel like this devil card is screaming that. It's like, but I still have that fear around. I feel like you kind of don't, though. I feel like this is what you've conquered. Let's get a clarifier. Thank you. But that is definitely about what you've already experienced and what you don't want again. There was some fears about that, and that could have been part of the reason you left this in the past. But with the devil, and we asked for a clarifier, and we have the King of Swords. You know who you are now. King of Swords is all about clarity and clear thinking. You know things. You trust your judgment now. Where in the past you might have said, well, this could change, that could change, or no, it's not that big of a deal. And maybe you weren't clear on something and you went anyway. Now you are getting a lot of new clarity from all of this work that you've done, that you have completed it. If you haven't completed it, you are absolutely in the completion stage. What else can you tell us? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you are. Oh, we got 3. I saw the Fool. You're definitely ready for this old stage to end. Your new clarity is bringing in the Fool. The Fool is the first card of the deck. We have the last card of the deck here, and which to me screams completion. And then we have the Fool, which is a brand new beginning. This is a new opportunity for you to live in a different way and in a very heartfelt, free way. 4 of Pentacles. This is showing me your foundation. You have been working hard and hanging on. It might be time for a new perspective on that. We have the Hangman, which is kind of a pause. We're going to get a clarifier, but I feel like these two are coming in together. That feels that it's clarifying that. And you may have been hanging on to kind of the devil, you know that saying. It's easier to keep what you know, even if it's not good, and rather than going for something new that you possibly don't know what that all entails. Let's put over there. See the big shadow today. Okay, I'm just having a look, making sure we can see all of our cards, barely. But anyway, let's get a clarifier for these two. So 4 of Pentacles and the Hangman. This in the past, you've been building your foundation. And I never noticed that before. But it's almost like a rune stone on her earring. And that is also all about completion. I can't think of the name of that rune stone right now. Okay, you have 3. Wow, just flying right out here. So we have, yeah, 9 of Cups, the High Priestess. Oh my gosh. Yes, you are ready. Wow. 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 Okay, you've been on this pause. You've definitely been on this pause. You may have been holding back. I talked about doing a video about manifesting. And this whole scenario right here, this is confirmation for me to do that video. But she is hanging on. She's building her foundation, but she's not taking any chances. And she's happy for what she has. We're talking about the devil is better than not knowing at all. That is change for you. Now you say, no, I want 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. You want that. You know now that's possible. You're not saying, well, that's just for others, not for me. Now you're saying, no, I'm going for it. I want that. I'm not holding on to the past and to just what I can kind of get. That's followed by the High Priestess and by the 6 of Wands. The High Priestess is telling us you have embodied and brought in your higher self, and it's bringing in success. 6 of Wands is a victory card. This is recognition. You and not in a bitter way, but you would rather not have any of this than settle. And like I said, not in a bitter way. You know now what you want, what you have coming, what you can be open to. And that is 100% wish fulfillment. Let's get one of these to round up your reading. And we have the Cross. You've had some obstacles, hard-won success and happiness. This has been a long go, but it talks about some obstacles that you've been through, but you have won success and happiness. This is about happiness and this is about success. Could we get any clearer? You have taken the time out to make this happen. And I feel like it's been a long time. So, congratulations on your success. Celebrate this solstice. Celebrate what you've achieved. Celebrate your victory. Good for you. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Reading number 2, welcome. You were drawn to the rainbow. Oh, this is such a beautiful message to this card. It almost feels like a phoenix. It really does to me. This card feels like a phoenix. I'm just going to read to you briefly. The rainbow tells you the end of the storm is near. Persevere and remember that it is darkest just before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Today's reading is just got such energy to it, and it's similar so far in this reading and the first, but you are almost at completion. Beautiful. So because of solstice, I am pulling a few of these for everybody. They are attached to astrology, which I don't know that much about, but they're really fun and I like to get what I get from them. And let's see if there's any more. Yeah. And happy solstice. I hope you're doing something amazing today, at least within your thoughts. And let's get one of these, or however many get thrown out at us. Wow. You are learning about divine timing in a much deeper way. Yes. Oh, we're leaving it here. These just the way they fell out is beautiful. Okay. The rainbow, number 41. Have you been seeing 1s and 4s? Oh, in any order. Does not matter. These for you in this time, I'm not telling you what to believe about ones and fours, but just for this time that you're in, I feel like for you, they're associated with your new foundation, the foundation you've been working hard on. So if you've been seeing ones and fours in any way, that is like you making forward movement towards your foundation. Serendipity with never ending story in the middle, and go the distance. You guys, this is about this whatever has been following you forever. It's changing a story about your life, about your very being you've been working on a long time, and you can feel the change coming. You can, this serendipity, it's like you've seen things falling into place. They might not have anything to do with what you've been working on. Maybe you misplaced something, you just found it. Maybe you've been waiting on several people to call you back about problems that you need to solve. They are all calling you back. That's what I'm talking about. It's just things kind of falling into place, showing you that your knowing that it's time is true. It's like confirmation, right? And you are going the distance, and you have the power to go the distance. And the rainbow is talking about that, about you're almost there. Keep going. Don't stop now. Now is not the time to stop. It is about going the distance. Absolutely. So let's put these up here if they'll all fit. Go the distance and the rainbow are very similar. So if you're feeling a little bit tapped out and wondering if you can make it, keep going. Just keep going. Okay, let's see what your riches, risk, and innovation. Are you ready to show the world this new you? Are you ready to share your uniqueness? You have a very creative mind. A lot of people, when I talk about painting or doing any type of creating, maybe you're a good designer in your backyard, whatever it is, you've got some very unique ideas. And I wonder if you understand how kind of important that is. That's an interesting scenario. I like the key here. I'm getting that excited feeling. Are you planning something? I just feel like whatever your idea is, it's going to bring you through and bring you abundance. And yeah, you might have to take a risk, but that might have not agreed with the old you. Look at all the ones, 10, 1, 11. This is about a powerful new beginning. Ones and zeros together. You've got a lot of ones. This is like a lot of beginning energy here. And with that zero, that is attaching you to the universe, to spirit. And these ideas are not necessarily, I mean, you're really bringing them down from your higher self. So this is, I feel like whatever you're waiting on, whatever this rainbow is talking about, was saying just hang on, it's if you're not there, it's definitely coming. All of your cards show that. Every last one of them here so far. I want to get one clarifier for this pile. Four of Swords. Now it did land this way, so you've been kind of in a forced rest. Maybe I like how the 4 fell under the 4 and the 1 here. Anyways, the 4 of Swords is talking about a rest, and you're almost at that completion point of this rest. This, like I said, it maybe you didn't have business coming in. Maybe you were sick. Maybe whatever forced you to stop and take a moment, it's coming to an end. And I feel like you kind of bucked this rest a bit, but now you took it and it's wrapping up. It's coming to an end. So let's just get some tarot to show us what else might be happening with you. But it looks like you are getting ready to finish this marathon that you've been on. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. It's like, make it end. You are wrapping up this stage of being left out, being this this time that you're just coming out of. You may have been forced to notice where you are very alone and where you need to change. You may have been forced to notice that, you're giving your abundance away, you're giving your power away to maybe where you shouldn't be. And that's what this break or this timeout has taught you. It's like you are leaving this lack mentality or being left out in the cold, and you are coming into the world. This has two meanings really today, especially today. It's the last card of the arcana, of the major arcana. And we talked about you sharing your ideas and your gifts. And here we go. That's what the world, maybe you're taking them out. You've built that stability and that belief in yourself in this time. And maybe you're ready to take it out to others. The sun is beautiful today. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. We just talked about you giving your abundance away, possibly, and now it's time to bring it into you. We have Six of Pentacles. That seems to be a great clarifier for those two cards. That's reciprocity. That's you giving and receiving in a more balanced way. What else do we have for reading number 2? This one is screaming at me, pick me, pick me. Queen of Cups, opening that heart space, maturing in your heart space, feeling more safe. Definitely feeling more safe in your world, in your life. So important for what you're doing going forward. You need this. You need to feel this safety with yourself, with your choices. And we have the Three of Cups. This is celebrating with others, opening to that, to just that. Like, you're feeling safe, so you're opening to being with others, celebrating, opening your world to a more abundant heart space. We have 3 more cards that all came out together. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. You're definitely walking away from this, from the past of just being constantly on the outside, and you are moving into another number 1, an Ace of Pentacles. This is abundance into what you're going forward with. Balance. You are leaving all that in the past. You are leaving the left out in the cold. It's behind you. Another 4. I love all the 4s and the 1s. Temperance, 1, 4. Okay, we're going to get one oracle. That's beautiful. You are just moving into abundance. This may have had a few setbacks. You've noticed them and you're like, oh, it's never going to happen. But you quickly switch out of it now and change your heart space and your mind space. And your oracle is Door. Proposal. Be aware of opportunities, opening of new possibilities and challenges. What have we been talking about? This old story is coming to an end. There will be new proposals, there will be new possibilities, new challenges, which is what got you here. And now you are moving on to the next phase. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Until next time, take care and happy solstice. Reading number 3, welcome. You were drawn to the Luminous Warrior. This is a beautiful card. So in the past, you may have judged yourself. You may have judged your beauty or your uniqueness or your intelligence. And the Luminous Warrior reminds you it's important to focus on your power and your wisdom and beauty. Don't be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world. So it talks about, just in the book here, remember that intention follows attention. So focus on positive traits. Feed your light with more light. So you've probably been through, some things and some times where you felt less than empowered. And you've really been working hard. I feel like over the last year, you've really been letting go of, just judgments of yourself and where you're at. Like, especially with what I just talked about in the beginning about intelligence and beauty, or the way you view yourself and your physical body. So you've been working hard on that, not making adjustments, but making adjustments for sure in the way you view yourself and others. So luminous warrior, very much um, illuminated, very much wisdom from living life and learning what needs to be seen. So today we're using some cards from my little sun deck, which is attached to astrology, which I know very little about. But I like to take what I can get from each one. And for YouTube guidelines, I'm just looking at this card, and I'm just in case going to put a little crystal on it. And just know right now you're releasing a lot. I can feel air coming out of me in my throat chakra. And this is about protection. So you've been learning how to feel protected through your thoughts, through changing your thoughts. Speculation, interesting. I'm not sure what this one's about, but it is. I might look at that quickly. Fourth house. This is your first house, and I feel like that's your very own self, how you view yourself, how you view your world. So we know right off the bat you've got first house, second house, and fourth. So that shows that you've done a lot of work on your first three chakras. So your base chakra and your second and third, okay? So now you feel like maybe you're more ready to come out and to bring those strengths that you've accumulated into the world. No, I'm not taking that because of YouTube. YouTube standards, I think, will stop. I have not corrected these cards, so that I don't get banned from YouTube. But we have one we can take here. Discovery, it came out all by itself. So I feel like definitely this was meant to come out. So we've got the first houses, and then you shoot right into the ninth. You might be finding that you're getting some with this discovery. You might be finding that you let go a bit of this resistance and decide, like, I want to travel more. I want to share what I know more with others rather than staying keeping to yourself. You've worked on that long enough. It's time to bring it forward and maybe, expand your world a little bit. So we'll do a little tarot, and I am going to get a couple more oracles, but first we'll get your tarot set out. They seem to be falling in twos, at least those two piles. And let's see what else our solstice energy has. It's been quite a month. And I kind of love, like, we're getting a real mix up of energies. And as I mentioned in the intro, it feels like the 19th. And then there's another date at the end of the month that is very energetic and swirly. There, we've got two more. Make sure the sun is moving fast here, so I'm running out of sun space on my table. But maybe I can just get a couple more inches for the next few minutes of our reading. All right, what do we have? Wow, balance with temperance. And the Ten of Swords. So you've chose balance over um, kind of ruminating on old problems, or being overly focused on one problem at a time. I'm hearing that. You're really balancing out. You're taking care of challenges and then setting them out of your mind until you can do something else about them. You're becoming very balanced. And I'm just especially hearing, I would not be surprised to see an Ace of Swords land on top of this. Your clarity, your decision making is really what you've really tweaked with walking away from this Ten of Swords. You're ready for that, just to leave that all behind. Okay. Ooh, wow. So you've left the Ten of Swords, found your balance, found how to do that. That's your wisdom from living these things, not just reading about it, from living these times and finding the wisdom in that. And you've moved from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles and the Empress. We could end it here. We could just end this reading here. You've moved into abundance. You've chose abundance. You know that happiness is also for you. Look at this. It's just abundance in every area of your life. And that comes from treating yourself the way you want to live. By giving more energy to yourself, you are opening the door to this. This door is open. You have either stepped through it or you're going to. Let's see what came with the King of Wands. Okay, Four of Pentacles. The King of Wands, he's very much, he knows what direction he's taking. And I feel like this has a bit of a different meaning. Four of Pentacles. I feel like you've been searching for your foundation, and you, in the past, you didn't really believe it could happen. And now you're like, I feel like you found your foundation, and you might just want to be in that energy of it, and just, you might feel like you want to be on your own for a bit now, is what I'm getting from these two cards. It's like, yay, yay, I did it. And now you just kind of want to sit in that and not show everyone yet. And I don't know why, but you will know why. Sometimes we want to hang on to that ball of energy that we've just got and let it grow a bit before we take it out and show everyone. Do you know what I mean? It's like letting that energy grow, hanging on to it closely. You're very happy with what you've achieved here, and you are likely taking it out in the world, but I feel like you're going to hang on to it for just a little longer here, and build that energy up a little bit more. Wow. The Star and the Page of Pentacles. You are definitely feeling like, wow, I can't believe I made it. I can't believe I made it. I came through the other side. This has been a long, hard roll of experience. You've needed all of these experiences to change your very core, not change it, allow it to grow, which you couldn't have done without challenges. The Star comes after the Tower, which is, you made it through the challenges. You look like you could almost use a little nap right now, but you deserve it. Now you're back. You're back in the light. You're in hope. You've left that energy of where you walked away with the Ten of Swords. You're like, I'm leaving that behind and bringing balance. Yeah, it's been a lot of work. It's like you need about a week just to reflect on where you've come from. Do you know, even looking back? And I don't mean over just the past year, although I feel that's been significant. Like over the past 15 years, or at least 11. Look back where you've come from. This Star energy and this new pentacle coming in with Page, new ideas, a new start, new energy. I'm going to get one more, if it's volunteering a card for us to kind of wrap that story up. Maybe that's it. And we'll get an oracle or two, but that is amazing. Okay. Page of Cups. I feel like in this reflection, you'll be like, you see the little pig fly in there, right? You'll be like, yeah, I didn't think this new start was possible. You would say, like, yeah, when pigs fly kind of thing. I feel like your heart chakra is opening up. This is the Page of Cups. There's new opening for new relationships. Doesn't have to be romantic, could be. Take it as it resonates. But this new start is opening you not just in your business or your goals, but also your heart space is definitely getting a boost up. Definitely getting a boost up. So let's get one of these to round things up. One from this deck and one from my tiny deck, please. Come to the edge, orphaned. Okay, you have left part of what no longer serves you. You had some kind of ideas about who you were, and that those are what you've changed. You've and that's what's brought about this abundance. You've left behind some parts that you claimed a long time ago. Like I said, this could be 11 to 15 years at least that you've been working on this. And you've let those old pieces go now. They never really were part of you. They were just an identity that you took on. We've got come to the edge on the bottom and a change in the wind. So the universe is saying, come to the edge. We're going to catch you. This star, you've already, I don't think you even need to come to the edge. You've already taken the leap with the star and you are ready to roll. This feels like a lifelong adjustment, but you didn't even know it needed adjusting in your younger years. It was a firmly held belief of what you deserved or what you did not deserve. Okay. Snake is often about shedding your skin, and I feel like you might have gone through a time of illness that gave you this time to stop and reflect. And these vital life lessons with the bull dominance, you have taken on this energy for yourself. The King of Wands holds that energy very, very well. And it's you've taken on that energy, taken that power. That power was taken away from you, possibly by others in the past. And like I said, that's why it's taken so long to come through, so long to see in yourself that it wasn't your energy in the beginning. And that now you're taking your power back with all the life lessons that were waiting to be learned. And we have vase with growth on top, and we see love coming in, becoming permanent. Maybe you're changing an existing relationship because of these changes in your key foundation. It's this, you'll look back and see how these hard times, the treachery, the just the feeling of being dominated, not being of your, not knowing your own power, and coming into this growth. Yeah, beautiful. This is a secret being kept from you. This might have felt like that. It might feel like, oh, I never knew myself. I never knew. You might come from an old system of the way things were being done that didn't really give you your own power. And this really strongly does suggest that you came from, just even in childhood, just a system that didn't honor your own power. Let me put it that way. I'm really feeling like that. I want to get one more sun card. I don't know why, but then I will round that reading up for you. So you've come a long ways. This this is from the beginning. This is from the beginning. This is from the beginning. Like I look at these cards, all of these cards are you, oh my goodness, you've overcome you've overcome this beginning that you had and the way that it formed your opinion of yourself. And now I see why I really wanted to get another sun card, power, and number 8. This is moon in the moon category. And so you are, look at the sun and the moon there, shining a light. This is illuminating what you needed to overcome, and you're doing it. Please celebrate this solstice for what you've overcome. This is like just, oh, that dominating energy that you've left. Whew. Good job. Okay, happy solstice. I hope you have an amazing day. And until next time, take care.